I started the church, there were not a lot of people that were in the church, right? I was part of like the pioneers when he started that church because a friend of mine introduced me to him because he had just moved from being a singer to this, and he agrees that yes, he agrees that he's part of it because when I made the decision to leave the church, he actually took me to, that was my first time to at campaigns. He took me there to explain to me why I shouldn't leave and that he's a sinner and he has fallen short of the glory of God. So me and him, we understand that he's the reason why I left the church. Now, I want to talk about my background and why he is the reason why, because I am from a Muslim home, right? So that was my proper introduction to going to church. So every understanding of church I would have or understanding of the Bible was straight from him. But there's some things were weird to me, which is why I left. Now, first, when I started the church, 1 month in, we were doing competition like, oh, let's say Kotoka branch raised 20 million, so maybe Agbogbolosi branch raised 30 million, so we have to pass them. Hey, why do we have to pass them? For what? Like, I don't even understand. We were like, that was like, I wasn't understanding why we have to pass another church. Like we actually went for this type of, I don't know what it is, where other branches will come and say, okay, we raised this, we raised that, we raised this. Me, I don't know where the money was going to, but people in the church found delight in passing other branches. So that was my first red flag. And then the preaching constantly became money, 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 right? And I was the social media handler at a point, the Instagram social media handler at a point. So the money issue was one. The second thing was when I left the church because I saw something that was very, very horrible, and which is why he took me to the church. But then he came to tell me that, oh, he's a sinner, I should listen to the preaching and not the individual, and that's understandable. He's a human being and he makes mistakes. When I went to the church that day, there was this, they do this thing where they do a night of miracles or something. There was this guy from UPSA that, like, I know him, but I've forgotten his name. He had an accident, so he had crutches, and they prayed for him, and he put the crutches down. The next day, I saw him in Legon, and he was using the crutches again. Now, this is my first introduction to miracles and all of these things. This is my first introduction to miracles and all of these things. So me, I wasn't understanding what is going on. So did it work? Did it not work? Like, how is the process supposed to be? Like, is it supposed to go immediately? Is it a slow process? If it's a slow process, then he should have left with the crutches. But I feel like in his mind they've prayed for him, so he used him to walk. Then the next day he realized that it's not gone. Then he started using like the crutches again. So that was when I didn't even come back again. After I saw him that day, I didn't even come back again. And then the third thing was that I feel like people were, because of the preaching that was going on, people were coerced to give testament or say testimonies. I don't even know how that thing is called, but like coming to thank God for whatever it is. But before they come and thank God, they say, thank you, Pastor Sam, for the opportunity. What opportunity? You are thanking God. Why are you thanking the pastor for the opportunity to give a testament to God to win souls to Christ? I don't know. It is just too much for me. It felt like
like
sorry. It felt like the reverence was more to the leaders than than God himself. And also, I was made a cell leader. Mind you, I'm from a Muslim home. So if you make me a cell leader and put me in charge of a group of people, honestly, how am I going to preach? So which spirit of God told you that this, even if, let's say, in the future, I'll be a cell leader and graduate to a pastor and whatever, in that moment, is it really God that told you that I was right?
What do you mean by you are made a cell leader? Like,
Yeah, like, so they'll put you, they are cell leaders, so they'll put you in charge of like a group of people where
right.
like,
And what were you
yeah.
supposed to do? Like, what were you supposed to do as a cell
Or
leader?
sometimes you talk to them about God, you talk to them about
Okay.
the funds that they are supposed to raise. And I
Okay.
actually never did that because I didn't even know where to start from. Maybe it is a gradual,
see,
yeah.
you have all the time in the world. We are not ending the space
I'm sorry,
anytime
I
soon.
talk fast. I talk
No,
fast. I
see,
talk.
if you like, talk till tomorrow. Me, pardon, my ears on. Me, my ears on.
I'm sorry, I talk fast, but yes. So yeah, as I was saying, they made me a cell leader too, and then it was very like confusing to me, right? And then later people started selling their things, because if you give a seed, if you give your last seed to God, God will multiply it to you. That was the perception there. So people started selling their last things and everything. But fortunately, I didn't even have to even sell. So that's what helped me. Maybe if I had, I would have also sold something. But when I left the church not too long ago, that's when I heard about Adosi and everything, but I never asked him about it till I left the church. It's the delusion thing is very crazy. That I know Adose had a friend that died in a motorbike, but Adose never let go of his motorbike, but he let go of his motorbike when he entered that church. That is how crazy it is. Like, I don't know how
Hey,
it
hey,
works,
hey, hey.
but that is how it is. Like, it is like if you give to, like, I don't know what it is, but the preaching is always about giving money, giving money, giving. I don't really remember any.
So you say the church them they beg like beggy.
I
Charlie,
don't
like,
know what it's called, but
Relax.
it's basically like you have to sow seed. So like you can even give, if you give your last to church, you don't know, God will give you miracle money. But why should I give my last to the church before God will give me the miracle money? Like it doesn't like make sense. It's just a lot of things. And when it came to the girls, I felt like there was a bit of grooming on that side, because there were some people he met from high school, and he like they grew up in the church. But that is not my story to tell. But what I saw, I had to leave, because I
what
felt
did
like
you see?
that is
No,
their
you don't.
story. So I can't come and maybe they are not ready
Thank you, Ama.
to
Thank you,
talk
Ama.
about it. So once they are ready to speak about it, fine.
Oh, you are my the way my film come for you, pa. I for
Ama, you
No,
for go back to the church, oh.
if I go back to the church, oh, Charlie,
no.
right now,
I
I
actually
can't.
tried. I actually
Go and
tried.
come back. Go and come back.
I tried going back to the church again to listen to the preaching instead of the person who is doing the preaching. Like, I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
listen to the word rather than looking at the person doing the preaching. But I still went back and I was met with money conversation, and I was like, you know what? It's
Wait, so do they reach out to you now to join again
no.
at all?
No.
And when you left initially, what was the reaction?
That's what I'm saying. The pastor took me out. He apologized for what I saw. And what's that's why sometimes when I'm laughing about it and these people come and reply my tweets, and I'm like, is your pastor aware you are doing this to me, especially because he will not be happy with what exactly I'm going to say. Because if he actually took me out to apologize, to say, oh, please, like, you have to relax and consider your pastor when you are attacking people who have left the church. If you are still there, fine, that's you. It will come. Everybody's own will come. You will leave eventually, but for now, you have to relax and don't invalidate other people's experiences because of what you think you are experiencing right now. Just relax. You will see it. If you don't see it, you will see it. Yes. So that is all I
Okay.
can remember for now. If I remember anything, I'll tweet it.
All right. Thank you so much, Amma. We have someone here.
They're awarding people based on how much they give. Like, let's say your target is $1 million. Okay, cool. But you're awarding and your starting range is $1,000. Somebody probably gave like $50 and that's all they had. But you're telling the person that, oh, because they gave $1,000, they didn't give $1,000, or maybe that year it's $2,000, that was like the least. So their $50 is like nothing. Meanwhile, the person feels like, hey, I gave my all, I did everything. But you, these same people, are also selling them this thing where if you give, you are going to become rich, you are going to have it multiplied in double folds. And the funny thing was, it was on uni people. Like me, that I'm in uni, how much do I even get? Like, you've given
And
me a
so the
target
youth
of
will
like
raise
$1,000.
$1 million. Hey, Charlie,
Sorry?
if you serious, oh, the youth had to raise $1 million.
Yeah. And the thing was,
Well,
like, even during
Yeah.
sermons, right? They would
So,
bring like people who
mind you, this
had
is per year.
actually,
This is per
yeah, this
year.
pay year,
hey, $1
yeah.
million per year.
So
It's
so
not.
let me
It's not
just
like
You're
so let me just try to explain things, right? So if they give the targets like a $1 million target for the year, he then breaks it down into the various churches. So like from church 1 to church 12 or something, there are lots. Then before the churches now have meetings with their fellowship leaders, and then they say that, okay, I'm going to do this and that and that. Then your cell leader will now take her fees. She will go and also go and pledge that, okay, I'll bring $10,000. She's pledging on behalf of the whole cell, knowing very well that probably she cannot do it on her own, but she's going to do it with the help of her cell members. Then now they start putting pressure on you, the cell member, to also give the amount. I remember at a point I pledged $100 with my mom, and I told the cell leader that, oh, it's a joint pledge, so I'm going to pay for both of us. So I did pay the $100, and then I told her, oh, she was happy, they congratulated me in the group and everything. Then she texts me and she says that no, my mom has to also pay $100 because heaven is an individual thing and the blessings are going to be individual. I'm like, what?
Hey, then they pay $100 go heaven.
You get why?
At that moment, like, I was so shocked. I was so confused. Like, I literally told you it was a joint contribution. So why are you now making it look like she also has to pay like another $100? And then I think the second experience that really made me feel like these people are very out of touch with reality was when my sister's dad died. That was my stepdad. So this girl is literally like 16 years. She stayed with her dad all her life. Now her dad passed away just when she enters SHS and she's come home for vacation. Yeah, like she should come to church. And I'm trying to explain to you that, oh, we are in the morning season and all of that. So she can't come. And the first thing that this church person tells us is that we should let the dead bury their dead.
That's crazy.
That's insane, my nigga.
I
Eh?
was just at home
I don't
like,
understand.
no, so they're trying to tell you that you should let the dead bury their dead. You're not supposed to immerse yourself in like the morning and everything. Just come to
Oh.
church. Leave the family members to do their mourning and all of that. You can leave them to do whatever they want. But then you should come to church at all costs. And it was so crazy because this is somebody, she's so young. She's not even mature enough to even understand that her father is even dead. But yeah, telling her to come to church, come and listen to a pastor from like what? 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. And
Hey,
some
well,
of
church
these
they close at
things,
4.
oh, it's even worse than that, my dear.
Eh.
So I think,
Hey.
so I think those who
Serious.
know me, who knew me when I was there, like I was the one running the program sometimes. So if the program starts at 8 o'clock, I'm the one who works with like the production team and everything. So sometimes I'll have to go to church around 6 a.m. Not 6 a.m. per se, but like 7. Try to like get everything shape form before the service starts. And I was also like an EA to a pastor. So
What's his
I
name?
would.
Hey, Charlie, you are inside, though.
Inside rough. Hey.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh God.
So you can
The
tell us
people
what
will
you
be
need
the PAs for the
the
church.
money
They
for.
they they, are the heal them. Pa.
Oh Charlie.
They inside wow.
So
You do inside
Like
pocket.
so
they the